Hello, Lynn.
Hi, Magdi. I just wanted to say I hear you deeply and thank you for these meetings and for all the reminder and the assistance adjusting to the new understanding. I was listening to a video from a year ago. I had lived a year uh, after having a deep realization of what you speak of that was unexpected and scary. And I feel there are more gradations now between living and the emptiness that's behind it. Uh, that's all I have to say. Thank you so much. Really. No one else was willing, uh, or I didn't feel safe talking to anybody else about it at the time.
I'm very glad you've been invited to the party and that we are partying together.
Oh, me too. What a relief.
Yes. Hmm. Our love for truth is our guidance because it comes to us from love itself, from truth itself. It guides us back to itself, back to ourselves. We just do our best in life to explore the situations that appear in our life from our understanding as one reality. Yes. We don't need to leave a home for the world. We don't need to leave our true essence, our peace, the peace of being for the world. No. We can invite the world, invite the mind to function from the understanding that all is well. All is well in truth, in fact, that we do not exist in time and space. Time and space appear to us. Thoughts, memories appear to us, but we do not appear as a form. We do not appear as a particular form. We appear as being, as everything and as nothing. So it's just there is a movement on the surface, gentle waves, maybe some more active
Undertow.
undertone. undertone. We are the whole thing. We are all of it. We are not any particular entity in this play. We are all of it. The entire play, is our play. Yeah, yeah.
I've even been watching politics completely differently this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all inside me. I'm everything I react to, as well as the beauty, truth, and love that I feel the Democratic Party is. I'm somehow also the greedy, power hungry, uh, hatred filled. Uh, if I go to make an extreme to make, well, it's not so extreme actually, but I mean, it's not so exaggerated, I should say. It's kind of like that now, but uh, yeah,
Keep in mind
I'm,
that all politicians have to lie through their teeth in order to maintain their. That's a good generalization that politicians are professional liars. As part of this is part of the trade, part of the skills they need to have. uh, but anyways, that's a different matter altogether.
yeah. But it's like I see it like we show up as the good and the bad, and none of that is us. And if I don't hang on to being good, then there is freedom, and I don't have to overreact. I just act as
Yes.
as I'm moved, because I'm not holding. Well, I still am. I feel it in my body, but that's what I'm working with, is letting go of the contractions that come up when I'm facing what I don't agree with, or I'm obviously holding an opinion of some kind, or I wouldn't be feeling it in my body, right? And then I take it as a sign to look at it.
Yeah, absolutely. Because as consciousness is only harmony. It's not the harmony of the world or of the mind. It's harmony at the core, harmony.
Not getting stuck on anything. So whatever comes up is an opportunity, or it wouldn't be there.
Absolutely, yes. An opportunity to explore being open, being kind, being non-judgmental, being not knowing, not being so certain of the mind, not being so to take everything with a grain of salt and not to give too much importance. I don't mean to completely overlook what's happening, but not too much
Right.
importance. To engage.
It's different. It's an open engagement, like what you're saying, rather than taking sides, any side. I've always been able to see uh, both sides of an argument, but that doesn't mean I didn't weigh more in with having a preference for one or the other
Sure.
opinions.
Good.
But I'm actually experiencing having conversations human to human with people who well, I'll just say right now, of the other party. And my friend, who I know from being involved musically, was complaining how all he feels from Democrats is hatred. And I thought that was funny. And then I listed all of his friends that were Democrats that he's engaged with that don't hate him, they love the guy. And I'm like, where do you feel the hatred coming from? You know, and it's the identification with an ideology. It's not his real experience if he looks at it. That's what I was observing.
Well, the core identification is the separate self identification, you see.
Mm.
And from then on, it's more or less downhill, right? We need to go uphill. Back to the source. To musical symphony, there are many different notes, right? Every note is very particular. But
And I love dissonance.
but the note is not the symphony, right?
Yeah.
Symphony is the dance, the relationship, you know, which is this relationship, which is a symphony. It's just in a flute, for example, it's just a movement of air. It's just it's just one could say air particles, you know, hopping around through a flute. So the music is not the notes or the accumulation of notes. It's something else that's beyond notes, beyond understanding, beyond the mind, which is just the beauty and the love and the joy of listening to the music. So similarly, like our thoughts, our world, our experiences are just musical notes within the symphony. So what we enjoy is the symphony, not so much the particular note, you see. And the symphony, what is it? It's the love, the beauty, the joy. Yes, it's not a particular note or a particular section of notes or a particular. We enjoy like the perfume of the rose, right? I mean, it's ungraspable by the mind, right? But yet, how delightful. So we delight in the perfume of the rose, you know. We delight in not just in any particular sparkle of the sun on the surface of the pond, but the whole sun shining on the surface of the pond. It's magical, right? So we don't get entangled around any particular sets of notes or any particular. We recognize something much vaster than that. And that's what we love. That's what everybody loves. It's not so much what we say or what we think, it's an appreciation of consciousness of the reality of truth, and appreciation which cannot be put in words. It expresses itself. Thank you, Lynn.